Well, kia ora everybody. Well, greetings I should say from Tokyo, Japan. I'm in Hachioji. The first thing I get to Tokyo is share Komiya Park with you. Well, the first thing I get to Hachioji is I like to share. So we're going to have a walk through the garden. We're going to end up in the beautiful shade. It's a hot day and just sharing the cornflowers and the poppies here. Hot day. The birds are still singing, but not many people around. Everybody's sheltering from the heat today. I did hear that there was a heat wave warning, but it's okay, it's not too bad. Lisa, kia ora. Oh, thank you so much. All your fabulous posts on Instagram and Facebook. It's amazing. Thank you so much for your support. This pink poppy here is for you. Let me zoom in a little bit on it. Look, isn't it gorgeous? And I'll zoom in a bit more. I love this. Oh, let me just move over. There we go. Oh, it's bowing to you. It's really, really beautiful. With all the red poppies. The odd pink one. We did have a poppy picking party here a few years ago on which was a lot of fun. Yeah, it's really, really pretty. So I'm going to walk you down here. I hope you're doing well. It's Sunday here in Japan. And not much happening today. We were actually up here at the park last night. You might have seen on my stories. We were up here looking for fireflies. We found fireflies and we found lots of bugs. And we had a lot of fun, a lot of adventure. I'm not getting any smell from them and I don't want to step in too close to them. Well, I can step in a little bit further. Some of the locals just heading down, lots of people picnicking under the trees. Cornflowers have that really distinct smell, don't they? Let's try a purple one. Yeah, they're soft and they're... Oh, and I sniffed it and a little bug came out. Lucky it didn't go up my nose. You see him? A little caterpillar. It's there somewhere. A little bit blurry. Fireflies, yes. He's just sitting there on the edge of the... Anyway, he's all happy. He's all happy. He wasn't disturbed. But you can see they're just beginning to finish. The poppies, yeah, it's gorgeous. Big mixture here. So I'm going to walk down, have a look. Oh, look at this gorgeous red one. Yeah, it's a gorgeous purple. And you know, with all, oh, there's some bees here. Yeah. Actually, as I look, there's not many purple ones. But oh yeah, this must be one purple plant here because there seems to be quite a few just growing up here. Cosmos. So this garden is, so it's a huge big park. It's a huge big park and it's run by the Tokyo government, so it's never going to be built out. It's always going to be a park. But all these gardens are tended by the locals, and it's like a big community garden here. So they have these mass plantings every year, which is really, really cool. So we're going to walk, and we're going to end up in the shade of the tree. And let me... Oh yeah, we've got a sign here, but it doesn't... Oh, some of the local houses, have a look at them. Some of the local houses, yeah, we've got a sign. Actually, I'll show you the sign at the entrance to the park. We'll walk down there, we'll finish there. This one is just showing you that this is the wheelchair, the disabled pathway, which is quite good. So we just started in here. I just walked in the gap in the fence, but we're going to continue to walk down the side of this. They've got masses of sunflowers planted. I'm going to be here for 5 weeks, so hopefully the sunflowers will start blooming by the time or before I leave. They look as if, I don't know if they're giant ones or just smaller ones. But anyway, let's walk. I'm so happy to be here. It's great spending time with the family. It's good. And I think Komiya Park, everybody loves a bit of a stroll through here. And with the new gimbal, it's amazing. And my Japan wireless pocket Wi-Fi is working perfectly. Just stop, and here's another pink poppy. Yeah, it's a great neighbourhood. They're so lucky to have this park. It's really, really awesome. Lots of cherry blossom trees, lots of camellias. Yes, it's pretty cool. Oh, I can go, there's a little gap in there. It's sometimes a little bit hard. You can get into these gardens, but you can't get out. So this is looking very dry down here, isn't it? I guess they're going to pull them all out shortly and start again, the next round. Yeah, and this is sort of the other side of Japan. It's the side of Japan that if you're a tourist and you're coming here, you don't really see all of this. So that's why I love to share this with you. And it's quite wild. There's a big thing, there's lots of beautiful manicured gardens here, but there's also lots of wild areas where they don't worry too much about keeping it all looking beautifully neat and tidy. They're happy to let insects and birds do their thing. And I agree with that, of course. I agree with that. We need bees, we need worms. I did save a worm on the way up. I'm a good worm saver. He was long. He must have been about 20 centimetres long. And he was trying to negotiate some very hot stones. Now, I might be trapped. It's okay, it's never a trap. Yeah. And you know, the thing is, we'll just go under the rope here, because I don't think there's a way out. But you can see here the way the vine has just taken over the hedge. Looks like it might be, what are those gorgeous azaleas? Azalea hedge. Okay, we'll just duck under here. And, oh yes, and then I can go. Yep, cool. We've got a pathway. We've got a real pathway. Good. Under we go. Into the next apartment. Lots of lavender there. Hydrangea. It's hydrangea season. So I am thinking maybe on Tuesday to take you to the beautiful hydrangea garden at Takahata Fudo Temple. It's one of the, off the beaten track, but one of the most beautiful hydrangea gardens here in Tokyo. And it's a great temple to have a walk around as well, because it's got a beautiful pagoda. And yeah, gorgeous area. Yes, so they have recently in the last few years built these, that's a block with toilets and sort of a rest area. People just come and go. Joe and kia ora and konnichiwa from Tokyo. Here we are in the gardens at Komiya Park. So it's a lovely, huge, big park here. We're on the outskirts of Tokyo. I can actually see Mount Fuji from my bedroom, although it's cloudy today and I can't see it. But normally I can wake up in the morning and get a view of Mount Fuji. So we're on the outskirts of Tokyo, which is fantastic because we're away from all that busyness. And of course, the minute I head down to the station, it's busy. But it's gorgeous, gorgeous flower season now. How you doing, Joe? Hope you're all well and everything's getting back to normal. Life does throw a few challenges at us from time to time. Yeah, you can see what the gardens are like. Oh, that looks like fennel. So there might have a few herbs and things in here, maybe. So see, it's all, yeah, they've got it all beautifully set out. Oh, there's white hydrangeas through here. Pink hand waves from Lisa. Yeah, Joe, we came here with the kids last night, hunting for fireflies. So we had the neighbourhood kids with us as well. And we found them. Plus we found a lizard, a baby lizard, which has since lost its tail. And we have released it. But it was good for the kids to have a look at. We found some stag beetles. These little kids here love collecting stag beetles. They all go out with their little bug hunting baskets, traps, and collect all these beetles. Now what have we got going to grow in here? This looks, yep, this will be pretty when it all grows. I'll walk around this side. Isn't it beautiful? Nothing like a good garden, and especially one that works with nature. Sometimes we work against nature with our plants because we try and train them to do things they don't want to do. But this one is just wild. Yeah, very well looked after. You can tell it's a loved garden, can't you? Very much loved. I'm starting to do my postcards from Japan, so if I haven't got your address, let me know your address and I'll pop a postcard in the mail to you. Oh, that's a good watering system there too. It looks like it works quite well. Okay, let's keep walking down this way. Looks like some of these cornflowers have just seeded themselves here, which is the way nature intended. I don't think nature ever wanted to be too organised. So this sunflowers are in the next field. I remember these grow into beautiful big bushes and they sort of change to sort of a pale grey colour. I've got a little truck coming up through the garden. Looks like that might be one of the park workers here. Tiny little truck. These look like sunflowers, maybe. I think they're sunflowers. Yes, yeah. Absolutely. Master gardeners, that's for sure. A little compost. Oh, I bet that's beautiful when they dig that up. They'll be making all their compost here. Oh yes, sunflowers, all right. Look, this one's going to start shortly. We're going to have some blooms. That's always exciting. Yeah, and this looks like this is going to be lots and lots and lots of beautiful sunflowers, look. Wow, look at the soil. Beautiful. There's a kids' playground just through there as well. So, not many kids around at the moment. It's a little bit hot. A little bit hot for everybody. We're going to walk down into under the shady trees now. Yes, look at these. They're going to burst open very shortly. Look. This will be gorgeous. I'll keep an eye on this. Won't take long in this weather. We'll get some beautiful, beautiful sunflowers and some beautiful views. Okay, let's head down. Need a bit of shade now. There's all these lovely picnic areas everywhere. Hi, gozaimasu. Konnichiwa. So I'll show you on the map all the tracks. So there's amazing walking tracks all through this area. And they're really, really beautiful. There's wooden sort of boardwalks and then lots of steps and stairs and climbing. But you know, I'm always going to show you the other side of Japan, as well as doing all those famous things. Oh, we could step through here. That's how you get through to the, yeah, they've got a gap in the fence. This is how you get through to the sunflower garden. Yeah, I'm always going to show you the other side of Japan, the side that I love, away from the crowds. Yeah, we don't need too many tourists. You know, a lot of tourists just visit these countries and all they want to do is get a photo at the temple and a photo here and a photo there. And they're not really interested in learning much about the people. They don't interact with local people. They get to try Japanese food, but not the special locally, the local delicacies. It deserves plenty of likes, Joe, yeah. These people having a picnic here. You know, this is the Japanese lifestyle that is so fabulous. Not the one you see in the movies. Although the kids are doing kickboxing. So there's plenty of martial arts. So we go, be quiet during morning and night. I might be asleep. There is a guy that comes up here with 2 pet birds. One is a falcon and the other one is an owl. And he has them on leads. And he must live around here somewhere because I've often seen him here at the park. So we're heading down into the shade now. Which is lovely. It's so green. They've got a nice information centre in here. Look how it changes. It's gorgeous. So I was reading there's a heat wave warning today. It's maybe 31 Celsius. 18 people were taken to hospital yesterday with heat exhaustion, heat stroke. So it's a good day to be careful, drink plenty of water, stay in the shade, wear a hat. Yes, wear a hat. I've got a few good hats with So we're just going to walk down into the shade. Then I'm going to there's a little information centre here which is fabulous. We could go into the information centre. Are they my kids? No. I left them at home. Nice hydrangeas here. Oh, the hydrangeas here. Well, one. Quite a few herbs, which is really nice. So the information centre is just here. So here's a map of the park. This gives you an idea of all the areas in the park. We're just here in this very, very small area here. And we've just walked probably this part here. Yeah, probably this part. So this is the whole of the park. They have a brochure for the park and they have an English version. So this is something new. So it might tell us how big the park is. So opened in 1986 and provided plants for the Tama Zoological Park. Yeah, I don't know, I might have to read in detail. Bird watching, park ranger giving a nature talk, volunteer group, bunches of Cardiocrinum cordatum. Okay. Up to the 1960s, there were many rice fields in this area that used this water source. So this is the water, the Oyagawa River, which runs through here. Benten Pond in the southeast corner of the park is said to have been dug by the Ogiwara clan, head of the 1,000 guards of Hachioji during the Great Tenmai Famine of 1782-88. Doesn't actually tell us how big it is. I might find it here somewhere. What have we got over here? We've got activities that you can do. Activities that you can do in the park. It looks like it's identifying different plants, and then they've got boards there. You can take a board and go and do your thing. You can bring your dog. Oh, look, they even provide little doggy bags for takeaways. Oh, have I lost you? Have I lost you? Oh, don't tell me. Don't tell me. Are we there? Or am I going? Shall we? Let me start again. Sorry. Oh no, I'm back. Okay. Oh, good, good, good. I wonder what happened. I was standing looking at this map for a long time trying to find the size of the park. This is the information centre here. We can go in. Welcome, Komiya Park. Oh, that's good, that's good. So let's go in. I'll have to take my shoes off, but that's easy. I've just got sandals on today, so we can walk in and have a look at some of the animals that live in the park, or used to live here in the old days. Oh, konnichiwa. So that's good. So you put your shoes somewhere here, and then you take a pair of slippers to wear. Nice blue slippers. So you put these on to wear inside, keeping everything nice and clean. So off we go. Look at the information centre. It's an old aerial photo. Just touch. How nice. Wow, how nice to see you there in Holland. So we're just in a little information centre, so the local kids all come and do lots of activities here. Very creative, look. Fabulous to see you. Fantastic. So it's like a little information, toilet slippers and toilets through there. It's beautiful, isn't it? All the kids' projects. And then these are some of the animals that live or maybe used to live in the park. The foxes and beavers and bears. Ooh. I'm not sure you'd see them these days, but once upon a time they were here. And of course lots of birds and insects. Be nice to come across something like this on your walk, but we don't always. Rabbits. You might see their footprints. What to look for. What is what. And then beautiful butterflies, frogs, butterflies, moths, beetles. This is what the kids were collecting last night. These awful things, oh, it's this, these awful things, but they love them. Sort of a big thing with kids in Korea and Japan, collecting stag beetles. This is what we found, a little baby one of these last night. He's now back again. Okay, let's walk around. What else have we got now? Oh, we've got all the birds, all the beautiful birds. You might hear them tweetering. Just Dutch, fantastic. Also live streaming from the Netherlands, bringing us lots of bicycle tours actually, which are really fantastic. So if you're not already familiar with them, give them a follow. Wow. They've all got sharp teeth, we know that, so you don't want to get to, if you do spot one, you never want to get too close to them. Good. Okay, let's go. We're going to head over to the sign. Ah, this is all the things, making tea, cleaning up the park, all the things they do, looking after all the trees. I noticed, as we walk out, you'll notice there are little mounds of very dark soil which has been placed by the trees, and I guess that's for nutrients. Okay, so slippers off again. Head outside. It's nice in the shade. Nice in the shade. Okay, and sandals back on. And off we go. And I'm going to finish over at the entrance with the big sign. Oh, actually, I'll walk you down the street a little bit. Everybody loves looking at local houses, so let's walk down the street. It's really well done, isn't it? Cool. And then, I don't know what the afternoon brings for us, but of course today's the day I'm feeling really tired. I didn't wake up until, well, we all slept until about 8 a.m, which was really great. And we had breakfast and I had coffee. And then, of course, I wanted to go back to sleep again, but I didn't. But, it's that feeling when you've been working really, really hard and then suddenly you stop. Because what I do is 24/7, there's no break from it. Which, I love it. But it does eventually catch up with you and you need to have a few days off. That's right, yeah, kids need plenty of inspiration. And actually it's Father's Day here in Japan. I'm not sure about the rest of the world, because in New Zealand it's September. But I think it might be Europe. Not sure. Oh, weak network, because we're in the trees. That's the problem. But I'll keep going because we'll get out of the trees in a minute. I was going to show you the mounds of dirt, wasn't I? Somewhere here. Here they are over here. Yeah, so they've put like dark soil next to the trees. And I guess this is some sort of nutrient for them. Father's Day is June the 16th. Yeah, okay. So it's June the 16th here now. Yeah. Okay, Japan, because it's in New Zealand and Australia, it is September. So Japan must be the first country in the world where Father's Day happens on the 16th. The rest of the world will catch up. All the dads will catch up shortly. Okay. So this is the main entrance, and I'll just walk you down the street a little bit because it's quite a nice walk past all these old houses. It's a well-established area with lots of new pockets of new build houses as well. So welcome to Komiya Park. Yeah. And just looking at this nice hydrangea. So you can drive in. This is the driving path. There's a car park through there. Whoa, big leaves. Nice little, I'll pull it down. Nice little hydrangea here. Look, it's really pretty. Really pretty one. They're gorgeous, look. Beautiful. I'll take you there on Tuesday. You'll love it. Yeah. So, yeah. Yes, yeah. But, I'll also show you around the station where it's really busy because, of course, that's there's the map again. That's where everybody heads for to travel. So it gets busy down here, but these residential areas are beautifully quiet. A couple of bikes coming towards us. Vehicle coming behind who's stopped to see what the bikes are doing. Yeah, let the bikes go by nicely. Yeah, let's just walk down here. It's such a gorgeous day. I can see how the picture looks. It looks gorgeous. Yeah. So, here's a bike coming towards me on the path. That's okay. Some of the local houses. I'll just step out of the way, let them go by. Konnichiwa. Nice little pockets of parking and green spaces here as well. This is about where I saved the worm. So there was a huge, big, long worm trying to navigate this hot path. I picked him up and put him in the bushes. And I said to him, this is where you need to be. You don't need to be out in the sunshine. He's a worm, he's doing good things. Got a couple of vending machines over here. Never short of vending machines in Japan, that's for sure. Drag News Moon Eyes on that van. So a couple of vending machines there. Little digger, that's tiny. Must be a bit of a workshop there. And we'll walk over the bridge. You do that with snails, yeah. Well, you know, everybody gets disorientated. Everybody gets disorientated from time to time. That looks like a little camping van. This looks quite interesting, this little old house here. Lots of abandoned houses around Japan. You see them everywhere, even in the cities. It's a big thing with people from overseas. There's some American company even moving in to try and sell them to Americans. They're not all they're cracked up to be, actually. They can cause a lot of problems. These houses, they're old, you can get them for next to nothing. They're usually in remote places and they're not very well built. They'll fall over in the next earthquake. Yeah. But yeah, this is a bridge. There's a road below us that sort of cuts through the park. But you can see how wild everything is. It's just all growing. It's beautiful. So they're usually old people that have died and their kids don't want the houses any longer. So I heard of somebody that came to live in Japan. I don't know where he was from, but quite a long time ago he acquired an abandoned home and it belonged to two brothers. And he met them somewhere and I'm not sure how much he paid for the house, but the brothers said to him, our parents have died, we have never married, we have nobody to pass any of this on to, so we're going to pass it all on to you. So he acquired the house somehow, and when he opened it up, it was just full of treasures. It was all the old family photos, all the clothing, all the furniture. It was like a living museum. But the two brothers, of course, had their own lives, didn't want the responsibility of it, and so they were happy to get rid of it. So a lot of these houses are in the countryside. So that's a good story, I think, but you do hear other stories of people that have bought them and it has not been a success at all. So I'm getting near home, but I think instead of walking you near home, I might just walk you to the end of this street and show you the view, because we're quite elevated here. These abandoned homes, there's a few of them around here too. In most countries they'll probably just be pulled down. I'm not sure what the responsibility is with the local governments. Because you'd think they would demolish them and then rebuild on the space. I'm not sure. So I'm not sure. It can be, I guess, quite complex. Some people have done it really successfully. I think if you were doing it like 20 years ago, it was probably a successful thing to do because there were more houses available in the city areas or close to the cities. These days they tend to be in the countryside. So looking here, you can see the high-rise buildings there. That is Hachioji Station. We have a temple here. Oh, there's my washing on the line. My washing's on the line. My temple, my station. Will we get a view of Mount Fuji? It's a bit cloudy today, so I was hoping for a view, but usually we can get a nice view through there. Mount Fuji is just through there. So we've got the temple, and we've got a little graveyard here, and a nice view out down to Hachioji Station and over the Awagawa River. It's a nice view, isn't it? Anyway, let me turn the camera. Hey, thanks everybody. It was awesome to have you along for the walk, the stroll. Lisa, thank you. Joe, Distouch, everybody that's here. Fantastic to see you all. Catch you from somewhere tomorrow. Back on my daily routine now. Yeah, it is gorgeous, isn't it? So tidy, look. So tidy. Yeah, really nice. So yeah, the local shrine. My washing on the line. Thank you so much, everybody. I'm going to be here in Tokyo around about for the next 5 weeks, so we've got a good chance to discover a little bit more of the other side of Japan. Take care, and we'll see you all later. Thank you so much. Really awesome to have you all from around the world. Thanks, Joe. As always, thanks, Lisa. And we'll catch you all again soon. Thank you so much. Bye for now. It's that day where we say tread lightly and leave no trace. Take care. Bye.